Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I have been absent for a little while, and I am very, very happy to be back. I actually don't know how many of you will find me live. I did just send out an email and I did put out a notification, but usually, when you have been gone from social media for a little while, it can be a minute or so before people find you. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to make this live. I guess it's all depends on the person, but I would say I would make this live fairly brief. But we are going to make a simple card today. So we're going to make a simple Christmas card today. We're going to talk about some stuff that we have coming up, and we're going to be talking about a fun change to Paper Pumpkin for 2024. Let me just go ahead and give you all of the usual information about where you can find the things that I'm talking about, and then we'll go ahead and we'll make this card and do the things. I know I look a little bit on the rough side, and that is because I am feeling a little bit rough, but everybody is recovering and getting better. And so it's that time of year, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and just give you this information first. So you can find all of the information about the information that I will be talking about today on my blog at stampingwithheart.blogspot.com. You can also email me. So if you ever have any questions about the things that I'm talking about on these lives or in the replays, you could always send me an email and I would be happy to answer your questions. It's probably the best way to reach me right now. So I just wanted to give you that. Now, here is the really exciting news, and one of the main reasons why I wanted to make sure that I was able to go live today. And that is, oops, sorry, free shipping tomorrow. So I can't remember if they've ever done this in December or before or not, but we are actually going to have a free shipping tomorrow, Thursday, December 14th, 2023. It's one day only, and it's on orders of 75 or more before tax. So this is a great time of year to restock. Now, there is one really important thing about free shipping that I want to be absolutely clear about with all of you, and that Stampin' Up! Has been very clear about with all of us demonstrators. Free shipping, if you are placing orders and if they happen to be gifts for people, they cannot guarantee shipping will, be there by Christmas. So December 11th is like the standard shipping cutoff date, and we are now on December 13th. The free shipping offer, which is happening tomorrow only, so Thursday, December 14th. It's free shipping, which is awesome, but they are not guaranteeing that it will be there by Christmas. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. So I just wanted to be very, very clear about that. There is a possibility, because when they do offer something like free shipping, it can be very, very busy, and that can make the warehouse very, very busy, and then they may start to run behind. So they've done a great job at getting back on track with shipping. There was a lot going on behind the scenes, but they've really been doing a great job with getting shipping back on track. And it just so happens when there are big promotions and launches and things like that, that it can fall behind. So this free shipping offer, you could certainly order gifts, but just know that if you do want it by Christmas, you would most likely have to do an expedited shipping choice. Okay, so at least we have that information, right? So typically, what I use free shipping for are replenishment. And this is that time of year. It's the end of the year, going into the new year. People are going to be doing restocks. So this is a great time to actually shop for yourself or to replenish your craft room. And that could be for cardstock, inks, If you need to replace any of your markers, if you are looking to get a new tool, if you need to maybe upgrade or replace the trimmer blades, that's like a popular thing that I will do, or the plates for the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. We have the full-size plates, and then we also have the mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss plates, and sometimes those might be worn and need to be replaced. So it's items like that. You could also do some of the bigger things that they have, like the Stamp and Write markers that have been reformulated. They have a big option for the Stamp and Write markers. So lots of great ideas for free shipping. And I see that some people are starting to find me. So hello. And whether or not you are watching me live or in the replay, I would love to hear from you. If you just want to say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I am so happy to be alive again. I'm just going to very briefly cover why I haven't been live. So here in our house, the flu hit and everybody was sick. Connor was home from school for almost 2 weeks. So that's one thing that will sort of take me out and about. And then I had mentioned on a previous live that my uncle was not well. He was sick. And so he has had a hospitalization, and I don't want to get into details because, it's his story, not mine. But he has, he's definitely needed to have, some things done. And there was a very sudden change, and he's basically not going to be going back to his home. He's going to be going to stay with family. But for right now, he is still in the hospital. So I have been helping behind the scenes with a family project that has been almost like a family emergency, where we have been sort of packing things up and moving things, and it's been a lot. So it's definitely not just me. It has been a family project. So it's me, it's my aunts, my cousins. There are people who have been visiting my uncle in the hospital now that he is down in Pittsburgh. He was here originally closer to me, but now he is down there. So he's definitely getting the treatment that he needs, and we're very, very happy for that. And then he'll be staying with some family. And in the meantime, we have a lot of work that we have to do out here. So I'm just going to ask for your patience through the month of December. I definitely will be much less present in December than I typically would. But I'm still doing, if you're not on my email list, I'm still doing all of my emails and my updates and things like that, including on this free shipping promotion that is going to start tomorrow. So it will start at midnight on Thursday, December 14th, Mountain Time, which will be 2 a.m. Eastern Time, which is my time. So just one of those things where I will be keeping you guys updated and in the know and things like that. But in terms of being able to do live streams, that's been very difficult. And then, of course, we have the Christmas break coming up, the Christmas school break, and that's going to make things a little bit harder too, between going to work on my uncle's house and then, doing this. So I do appreciate all of your patience while we take care of all of that. It has been a lot, but it is also, the absolute right thing to do. And, this is what family is for, right? So, okay, that is free shipping. Now, I also want to talk to you about Paper Pumpkin. So Paper Pumpkin has some really cool, fun updates for 2024, including an add-on die set, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. I'm actually going to show you the Paper Pumpkin flyer. So I'm going to switch my camera down to the table to talk about the next part. I am seeing some comments here. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Delora. Delora, listen to me. Hi, Dolores. So let me go ahead down to the table. Okay. And let's talk about this for a minute. So this is the very, very simple card that we are going to be making today. All right. And, it's that time of year when we're looking to send cards that are very simple, flat, easy, and using leftover pieces. So we're getting more into, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas. So we're really starting to get into that last stretch of getting the cards made that we need to get made and get out and get mailed. And I know the postage can be a concern. So we're going to make this card in just a minute. And then let's talk about this right now. And then we're also going to talk about the new and upcoming catalogs that we have going on. So here, I wanted to show you, and let me see if I can move this up a little bit closer. Okay, so can you see here? There's 1, 2, 3 different images for Paper Pumpkin. And that is because they are releasing these kits, at least the information for the next 3 kits quarterly. So every 3 months, we'll get to look at a sneak preview of the 3 kits, which I think is really wonderful in a lot of ways. So right now, the subscription option is open for January, and that is called Lovely Lavender. Okay, it's really beautiful. It's going to coordinate with a suite that's going to be in our upcoming catalog. I cannot open the new catalog until it launches to everyone. I can show the cover, which I'll do in this video, but I cannot show the inside. But there is going to be a suite in there that this is going to coordinate with. And the subscription period for this month's box is now through January 10th. Okay. Now, the reason that I'm mentioning this and the reason that I'm actually talking about all 3 kits now, the February kit, that will be for celebrating spring and Easter. And then our March kit, which is the birthday month for Paper Pumpkin, that will have a bonus stamp set in it. So we have some information here showing us sort of a snapshot of what the next 3 months of the subscriptions are going to look like. But they also have right here called the Love of Spring add-on dies. And the thing that I absolutely love about this is you get 1, 2, 3, 4 dies in this add-on die set. But one of each of the dies coordinates with the next 3 months worth of kits. So the add-on dies are actually available to purchase right now. So you could actually go and purchase these today. And I do have the information on that. So let me put that up while I'm talking about it. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. Or if you want a copy of the flyer, the Paper Pumpkin flyer, so you can see more about the next 3 months, let me know. I'd be happy to send it to you. But the Love of Spring Dies add-on, the item number is 164396. It's $12 and it's while supplies last. So you can see just by looking at the image of this one, we can use this way beyond the next 3 months of kits, but this is going to be a lot of fun. So we have a leaf sprig, we have a daffodil image, and we have love. So you can see we're going to be covering Valentine's Day, Easter, spring, all of that, like all those lovely themes that we love to cover going into the next 3 months. So looking into 2024. So I think that this is incredible. I'm so thrilled about this. Now, one of the other reasons why I wanted to put a focus on these add-on dies today, they're called the Love of Spring add-on dies, is because with free shipping tomorrow, it's on orders of 75 or more. This is a very quick add-on. So if there are things that you need to get, but you want to make sure that you get these dies before they sell out, dies for Paper Pumpkin kits have been very popular in 2023. So they're going to be putting a focus on that in 2024. So I wanted to mention this because tomorrow would be a great day to add these to your cart. Only $12 for 4 dies, and it's going to coordinate with the next 3 months of Paper Pumpkin kits. That is so awesome. Okay, so that's this part of this. And then if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'd be happy to answer them. Now, I cannot open these, okay, but I can show you the cover. So we have a new catalog that is going to be coming January to April 2024. This will launch on January 4th. And let me just take this down. So this new catalog is going to launch on January 4th. If you would like a catalog, you can reach out to me. Again, my email address is stampingwithhart@gmail.com. And we will also be doing celebration. Okay. So again, cannot open these until they go public. But if you would like these, let me know. Okay. So the celebration brochure will also start on January 4th, and celebration will run to February 29th. So that is something to keep in mind for the new year as well. And along with free shipping, keep in mind that you can actually purchase the prepaid subscriptions for Paper Pumpkin. If you love these 3 months worth of kits, you're loving what you see here, you could get a 3-month prepaid subscription on free shipping day as well. Okay, so something to keep in mind. All right. So let's go ahead and make this card, and I'll let you know basically where this came from in terms of what I was thinking. So like I was saying, we like to do quick and simple flat cards. The quick and simple cards are the hardest for me to do, but one way that it can be a little bit easier is when I'm working with leftover scraps. So back in July, we had an online exclusive that was released, and it was called the One Horse Open Sleigh Suite. And don't mind me as I'm just dropping everything right off of the table here. So it was called One Horse Open Sleigh. And I must have ordered, I don't even know how many packs of this paper. I had a class back in the summer for this particular suite. I absolutely loved it. And in that class, I had used multiple sheets of this image, and you can see I cut out the center because there was something in the center that I really loved that I wanted to use on my cards. But the rest of this 6x6 piece was awesome. And I wanted to be able to use the leftover pieces as well. And I just wanted to do it in a really simple way. Now, you might have a similar situation. You might be sitting on a bunch of scraps. Maybe you're doing the same exact card, right? And you have the same exact piece that you're going to use in bulk. And we can use our leftover pieces as well, right? So that we're using the most of this. I definitely like to use the majority of the pieces if we can. Now I'm going to show you, this was the stamp set that came along or coordinated with this paper, but I'm actually going to be using a different stamp set today because I'm just going to be using one image, and that's going to be this one right here. So St. Nicholas, this particular font, and I can't remember what they call this, like a certain typeset. I wish I could remember, but I absolutely love the scroll and the font on this. So I wanted to use this image. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to use that one image, keep this really simple. Now you of course could stamp the inside as well, but I'm just going to focus on the outside today. And we're just going to go with the simplest possible thing, which is our basic white cardstock here. Okay, and I'm just going to get a piece of that. I'm going to get my paper trimmer, and we're going to do 2 card bases out of 1 piece of cardstock. All right, basic white, very vanilla, basic black, early espresso. If you happen to be behind on any of the core colors that were released, like Berry Burst or Pecan Pie or Lost Lagoon, any of those, this is a great time for the free shipping event to stock up on any of those colors that you might need, whether it's the Stampin' Blends or the cardstock or the inks or the re-inkers. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 4 1/4 mark, and then I'm just going to score all the way across. And I know you guys have seen me do this before, but just in case you are new here, this is how we do 2 card bases with 1 piece of cardstock. Then I'm going to go to the 5 1/2 inch mark, and we're going to cut. And then here we get our 2 card bases. Okay, so really nice and simple. Okay, and that's the way we're going to keep it, right? Another thing that would be great to stock up on free shipping day is envelopes. You can never get enough envelopes. Or if you like the pre-packs, like the thank you note packs, I think they call it the note cards and envelopes, if I'm using the correct phrase. Or if you want to get kits from the kit collection to do like a kit night or something over the holiday season while people are on break. Like I was saying, Connor's going to be on his school break soon. Just using my bone folder to score this down. And then I'm just going to set these 2 aside, and then I'm going to get my paper trimmer again. And this time, what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of paper. So this is all 6x6 because I had just cut out the center. And I had cut out the center with my deckled rectangles. So just in case you were wondering what that was, we're not going to be using that today, but that was what I had used on the original. We're going to trim this down. So I am going to go to about the 1/4 inch mark here because I want to keep that tree. If I can manage to keep this tree top, I'm going to do that. So we're just going to trim that down. And then on the other side, we're going to go to 4 1/8. Okay. And then we're just going to cut. I'm going to be doing a landscape card base here. Now, the other side of this paper is still usable, right? We still have a pretty decent piece here. And I'm sorry for my internet kind of clicking in and out there. But we still have this piece. So I'm actually going to save that for later because we could always use that for something else. And then you can, either trim this down to 5 1/2 so it covers your entire card front. The way I had cut mine was so that it was there was just like a 1/8 inch border. It was a very thin border. So I'm going to just trim mine down a little bit. So this, we can take it to 6 inches. And the way that you could do that is to go to the 1/4 inch marks, however you want to, cut yours down. But let's see if I could go to here. So I'll get you the official. Do I have my ruler? Because those little ones, I always feel like I'm telling you the wrong thing. 3/16 and all that business. So I'll have to see if I can find my ruler. But I'm just going to trim this. And you can see I'm taking off the one edge of that tree. And the reason that I'm doing this on both sides is because I'm trying to keep this rectangle a little bit centered. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just centered, ish. So then here we have our 5 1/4, and what I'm going for is the 5 3/8 mark. So I'm just gonna trim on this side, and then let's see how that looks on our card base. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just like ish, All right, and so you can see here, let me flip it over this way. Cut my card base just a little bit uneven there. Okay, so it's just a very thin border. And then I'm literally just going to stamp the image right in the center. So we can do that before or after we glue this piece down. I'm going to stamp it before we glue this down. And you can use your foam mat or anything if you want to. We are using a claim stamp, so technically we don't need it, but just something to keep in mind. And then I'm also going to be using my pecan pie ink, which is one of the coordinating inks, as is Lost Lagoon, which we're going to be using in the Stampin' Blends. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. And then let's just make sure this is where we want it. I'll do my best to stamp it center. Okay, now you can leave it just like this and finish it with whatever embellishment you would like. But I'm actually going to color in Christmas season with my Stampin' Blends real quick. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to use Lost Lagoon Light for all of my letters. And then we're just going to move that for a minute. I'm actually going to go for the thinner tip. So we have sort of this brush tip, and then we have like a bullet tip end here. Okay, so I'm actually, and you could do either, but I'm going to use the brush tip today. And then I'm just going to do this as lightly as I can. Now, one thing I do want to mention, I am doing this directly onto the card base. You might see a little bit of this coloring on the other side of the cardstock. So if that bothers you, you could just add in a little extra layer. Okay, and then I think I am using light. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't using dark. You could, but I just wanted to look soft. And again, this color is Lost Lagoon. I love Lost Lagoon. I have really enjoyed working with that. since the core colors came out. If you guys have a favorite core color, let me know in the comments. There's, I don't think I can name them all, but I can try. We have Bubble Bath, we have Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Lemon Lime Twist, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie. Which ones am I missing? Lemon Lolly was a new color this year. Pretty Peacock was a returning color. I love Pretty Peacock. Let me know what colors I'm missing. So I'm just trying to do this nice and simple, literally just following the lines. If you want to use your Memento ink, that is safe to use with blends, but I have found when you're doing really light-handed coloring, our ink is okay. But it would be, the Memento would be recommended because that's safe to use with alcohol-based markers. Okay, so the E is a little detailed. So just going to take my time with that one. Just trying to be light-handed with it. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm just going to get my glue and we're just going to glue this panel down. And try to get close to those edges. Just line that up. Okay, and basically, I'm going to make a whole set of these. And it doesn't have to be, you know, the coordinating embellishment. You could use whatever coordinating embellishments you have. Now, I do still have the snowflakes left over. These were white, gold, and copper. And this was also part of the One Horse Open Sleigh suite. So you may still have some of these. And if you do, I recommend these, but you can use sequins. You can use the glitter glue from the October Paper Pumpkin Kit if you have that. And then we're just going to go and put our 3 little snowflakes around and about. This one. And put it here. I'm tempted to do a 4th one, so let's just do. I try so hard to do the simple cards, but I always want to add more to them. I just really do, always. Okay, so here is with the copper snowflakes. Here is with the gold. And just 2 nice and flat, will not cost extra postage. Super easy cards you could do really fast and quick. So if you have a lot of leftover pieces like this, leftover designer series paper pieces, you can make some quick Christmas cards too. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera there. I also have a bunch of these to use, which is like this wood grain on the one side. And then also it has like this winter forest look on the other side. And I have an idea as to what I'm going to do with these two, but it's not going to be Christmas. I think it's going to be more of a winter theme. So let me see if I can go back to this. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for spending some time with me today. Again, let me just sum this up before it's time to go. So again, we have free shipping 1 day only happening tomorrow, Thursday, December 14th, 2023, that 1 day only. It's on orders of 75 or more. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and so many of you who watch me here are, I just want to remind you about the Love of Spring Dies add-on, which will be perfect for a free shipping day. You can add it to whatever it is. If you're doing the 3-month prepaid subscription for Paper Pumpkin, so you can get these first 3 months of kits. Now, Paper Pumpkin is still doing monthly subscriptions, which means right now when you subscribe, you're only subscribing to January. But the great thing about a prepaid subscription is that when you purchase 3, you would actually get January, February, and March, and you wouldn't even have to think about it. You just plug in that prepaid code and it's activated, and then, you're all set. So if you have any questions about that, you can let me know. But I love that we're actually getting a look, just a little bit of a sneak peek, just a little bit of an idea as to what's going to be in the next 3 months of kits, so that we can plan, right? We can plan, we can figure, okay, this is what I'm going to do with my Paper Pumpkin kit this month. These are the cards I'm going to make. This is the theme. So when you're shopping our new catalog in January, or when you're shopping our clearance event, our free shipping event, and you're getting all of the things that you need to make your cards, your favorite color cardstock. I can tell you, going into January, February, and March, we go from working a lot with like the Regals, like our Regals collection and our neutrals, and we shift over to a lot more of those softer, subtle colors. I think that, our very vanilla, our basic white, we use so much of that, particularly as we're going into the new year. So this is, people get organized, they get ready for their card making for 2024. So that's a great thing to plan for. So I love that we have this information from Paper Pumpkin that we can take with us into the new year as we're planning ahead. Okay. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I do apologize that I have not been doing my regular weekly lives, and I will have a significantly decreased lives in December, just because of, school is going to be closing. We're going to be in holiday. The end of December is going to be jam-packed, and that's for so many of us. So I will still be present with my email. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos pre-recorded. And again, just know, if you're looking for a catalog, you can reach out to me. If you have any questions, I'm here. I just will be on a reduced lives schedule until the new year. So I appreciate your patience. I hope that you absolutely love the free shipping event, and I will talk to all of you again soon. All right. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.